Good day, teachers. In this presentation, I will go through all the key points you need to focus on when we return at the start of Term 2. Please keep this recording and the PowerPoint presentation as a reference. Key expectations of all teachers. We will start with independent learning. You are all aware that we are prioritizing independent learning across all subjects. This is a major focus for Term 2. Our aim is to strengthen independent learning across all subjects, core subjects, English, Math, Science, Arabic, as well as non-core subjects. You are required to consistently use the gradual release model, where you start with I do, where you model the exercise, the activity, the experiment, the concept for your students. And then we do, where you complete the task together as a whole class activity, teacher and students together. And gradually release into you do, where students apply the concept independently. As you will see, as you can see in the slides, the you do phase can take the form of group work or individual work. You can also navigate the website linked in the presentation for additional examples and subject-specific guidance. The exam policy has changed. In terms of teachers will not be allowed to display exam papers on the board and read them aloud on the board during exams. This means that during lessons, students must practice reading questions independently as a part of their classwork, so they are prepared to do the same in their exams. Of course, you may still support, it's mentioned here that you may still support individual students who struggle with reading by approaching them one-on-one. However, questions should not be read on the board collectively to the class. Our goal is to build independent students, independent learners, and this must be reinforced from day one. Please ensure that all the classroom questions and tasks match students' developmental stage and reading level. Please make sure also to use the unified worksheet template that the template is attached to the email. The template uses the comic font and the size 14 to ensure it's accessible and readable for all students. Icons are also included to guide students through each task. For example, the pen icon to write, the eyes to look, the circle if they need to circle an answer, and so on. The visuals that are included support the independent work of students for sure. There is also a self-assessment section that allows students to reflect on their work. Group tasks and alternative roles. This is a very important task that we'll start observing in Term 2. All our lessons already include at least one structured group task, and this is happening in all lessons. But we expect full consistency across the department. So during group work, every student must have a clear role, and these roles should rotate regularly. You can refer to the roles in the visual that is attached, and that will be printed and hanged in all classrooms. This supports students' leadership, accountability, ownership during the group task. Please ensure to keep regular evidence, as those will be monitored and checked later. Literacy integration, everyone is aware of this. Please ensure that students are writing in full sentences in all subjects, not only in English, Math, Science, and non-core. Daily literacy tasks should be integrated in both core and non-core subjects. Targets, we have already written the targets for all students. The first period of Term 2 is dedicated to review Term 1 targets with students, reflect on their targets, whether they were achieved or not, whether they had challenges or it was achieved fully for them. You will also share and explain thoroughly term 2 targets, and those must be evident in all copybooks. Regarding manipulatives that we also shared previously, you all know now that the weekly requirement is 3 in science lessons. This will hit 75% of the science lessons, and 3 in math lessons, which will hit 50% of all the math lessons. The science lab will begin in week 2. Ms. Noor will circulate the schedule to all planning coordinators and teachers. Please make sure to follow the schedule promptly. 7, communication through Class Dojo. This is also very important. We want to promote a positive environment across the department. We want to highlight positive reinforcement of the behavior of students. So you are required to choose daily any 3 students. I will send you some model messages to send the parents. Any students who are showing good behavior deserve to be sent a positive message to their parents, because also parents they deserve to hear good news regularly about their kids, not only when we have concerns about them. We will have random checks of this as leaders. ILPs, we also wrote the ILPs of our students who need more support. Please focus on the students who have ILPs, and in walkthroughs we will focus on whether ILP strategies are being implemented in the classroom and whether ILP students are being supported, targeted to track their progress. The ILP meetings must start in week 1. Ideally, schedule a face-to-face meeting with parents to share with them your thoughts and your strategies. And if parents are not available, the minimum is a phone call that is recorded. We will send you a Google Sheet to record those, and ILPs must be shared clearly with parents. We must be very transparent about the ILPs, and this will be shared via email or Class Dojo private messages. Project-based learning, this was shared with all planning coordinators, and I believe that they also shared it with teachers, that at the end of term 2, every grade level will have one integrated project-based learning that will take place across all subjects, English, math, science, IT, art, and the Arabic subjects will have one as well, monitored by Ms. Nuha. This will count as the end of term 2 mark. Of course, this will be evident with the rubric that each department will decide for their part of the project. It's important also to share with you what's going to happen at least in week 1. In term 2, we have the sports day of grade 4 and 5 happening. Week 1 will be for girls and week 2 for boys. We will have a healthy picnic day for K-2, KG1, KG2, grade 1 and grade 2. Timetables and rotation will be shared later by Ms. Hiba and myself, as well as the timetable for planting activities. This is also happening in week 1. For big events in term 2, we will have the book fair happening in week 2, English and Arabic language week in week 3, Science and Math integrated week in week 6, and the grade 3 will have a science fair, and this will happen in week 7 on Monday, day 1. This is basically everything for now. Thank you for listening, and please keep this presentation as a reference as we prepare to start term 2 after the holiday. I wish that you have a very pleasant holiday. May you enjoy it in good health and happiness with your families and loved ones.